What's up, everybody? As you can see from that little video, um, before we get into this, we were hyped at Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings went crazy. So, what's going on, everybody? As you already guys should know already, the Bucks forced a game, or not forced, won Game 7.
Yeah, we actually did it.
As you can tell from the video that you saw before this, we were hyped, and the whole Buffalo Wild Wings that we went to were hyped, and everyone was. It felt like we were at the Pfizer Forum. But before we get into the content, make sure to leave a like in the video, subscribe if you're new, and enjoy. Comment down below who you think will take this Bucks and Hawks series. We'll break down Game 7 a little bit, not too long, and then we'll preview the Eastern Conference Finals matchup between the Hawks and the Bucks. So let's get into it. So we were nervous this whole time. I mean, at first we were worried if we were even going to be able to watch the whole or the game because B-Dubs was taking forever to get their cash register to work, so we had to wait.
Yeah, there was something like you couldn't use your card. You could if you had cash, you were good, but I didn't have cash.
I didn't have that much either, but anyway, not important. So we finally get in, and you know, funny thing is when every time Giannis attempted a free throw, I would look away, and I believe he was like 7 of 8 or whatever from the free throw line whenever I didn't look. But when I watched him, he would miss, and I'm like, well, I'm just not gonna look anymore. So that was kind of a funny thing. But anyway, yeah, this game was we were 1 inch away from being eliminated. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Kevin Durant hit a game-tying shot in the fourth quarter that I thought was a 3. I had my head down. I was about getting ready to cry and leave and pout. But then you told me it was only a 2, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I knew it was a 2 because I looked at its feet, and it's like, if they call this a 3, then it's clearly rigged. His foot was just on the line. I was like, yep, that's a 2.
Yeah. But Giannis had a great game. He had 40 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists.
He made that statement game like we said that he needed to make if you want to be one of the greats, and he certainly delivered.
Yeah. And everyone else contributed. Middleton, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 steals.
Game-winning shot, too.
Yeah. Brook Lopez, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 7 of 11 from the field, 3 of 4 from downtown. Drew Holiday didn't have the most efficient game ever, but he hit probably the most.
But he showed up when it mattered most, so something that we would not have seen with Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Even when he's at his worst, he was still upgrade.
Yeah. PJ Tucker, 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, 3 steals, 2 blocks. A couple of fouls that were called on him were BS.
Yeah.
And then Connaughton went 3 from 5 from the field and 3 with 9 points and 4 rebounds. It was a good game overall. But you know, now we and now today we're gonna do the video the day of, but then you told me we should wait until we find out who we face. I'm like, a good idea. And
yeah, because I want to know who we were facing so we could do a preview then. But before we go into that preview, though, I'm actually going to give credit to Pat Connaughton. Even though he only had 9 points, his 3 shots, they were threes, right?
Yeah, all of them were threes.
I'll give him his credit. Those threes he made were huge, though. They really changed the momentum when it looked like it was slipping away.
The one play...
the Nets were going on runs, and when he hit it, it like changed everything. And that's when we went on a run.
That one play I hate though was when we get a turnover from Durant, and then and then um and then Connaughton goes to contest with Durant's already in the air, and then it's an and one. I hated that play. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was a bit bonehead, but I guess credit to him for trying to block it, so it's not an easy dunk. But I personally think your best bet was just let him dunk it. At that point, he already won. Just let him get his easy dunk and then move on.
Yeah.
But whatever, we won. Whatever. I'm not gonna do it too much.
All right, now Hawks. So with the Hawks winning tonight, we now have home court advantage for the Eastern Conference Finals, which starts on Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. We get a couple days rest. So that'll be nice. There's no basketball on tomorrow, including the Western Conference Finals. They had their game today, but so it's kind of a mental break for everyone. One day away from basketball. But now, I think this should probably be the easiest series, maybe. And here's why. Cause when I say, well, who's gonna guard Giannis? Well, people will probably say, oh, they're gonna build a wall with Capella, Collins, and whoever else. And I'm like, well, Brook can shoot threes, so he's gonna pull Capella out of the paint. So there goes your rim protection. Good luck, John Collins.
John Collins isn't doing that.
Yeah. Brook is going to sit at the 3-point line, maybe make a couple threes, and then
pull Lopez was like hiding in Game 7. That plan's going to backfire real quick.
Yeah, so you can't really build a wall because Lopez will hopefully do good. And then there goes
playoffs, though. I gotta say, Brook Lopez, he's really stepped his game up.
Yeah.
Not on scoring, but his defense. He had some clutch blocks too on like Durant too. I gotta give him credit there too.
Yeah, and he's gonna pull Capella out of that paint, and then no one's gonna be guarding Giannis. Drew Holiday, I think, is gonna lock up Trae Young. Middleton on Bogan, PJ Tucker on Kevin Huerter, unless they change up their lineup, but who knows at this point. We don't know the lineups until like 2 hours before the game, so
at this point, I think he should just leave it, like we were talking about before we came on.
Yeah, if it's not if it's not broken, don't fix it. No need to fix it. But this year is the year to win it. Can't lose anything. You can't lose the finals. You gotta make it to the finals. If you can beat Brooklyn but you can't beat Atlanta, I'm gonna retire from being a Bucks fan. No, I'm not. I feel like I'd want to, but I don't want to. You know, I'm optimistic that we can win it, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, I'm not. I know we can do it, but it's just maybe 1 or 2 games we'll have another fart game like Game 2 against Brooklyn, where Young will just make a crap ton of shots. We'll forget how to defend. We'll forget how to rebound the ball. Like, oh my god, that overtime made me lose a couple brain cells because there's this one possession against Brooklyn in overtime where they at least got like 5 offensive rebounds. And everyone in beat-ups was like, rebound the ball, come on! Ah.
Yeah, you were freaking pissed.
I was even shouting, rebound the basketball, for Christ's sake.
Slammed like your fist on the table and moved it.
Because I was like, what are we doing here?
Thankfully, it didn't matter, and we ended up winning because we got our crap together after that.
Yeah, but all right, back to the Hawks.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse not to win it all this year, and if we don't, we're kind of screwed for cap. Because Bryn Forbes and Bobby Portis are most likely gonna leave. They have player options for very cheap. So they're gonna leave. They're gonna decline and leave unless they take team friendly deals. But why would Portis do that when when he hasn't even played since like the Heat series? It feels like. And Forbes was basically useless in the Brooklyn series. It feels like.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting that after how he played like against Miami. Murray said he was like your X factor too. When we were giving our preview of the Brooklyn series, you had Bryn Forbes as your X factor for the Bucks, and he did not do anything.
If there's any X factors for this series,
I think
who would your X factor be?
I'm still going with Brooke Lopez.
I
His
was
ability to space is going to be huge because Clint Capella then's going to have to get out of the paint.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say that too.
That if Brooke Lopez plays, which he did really good for the most part, the
And
Bucks I think will have a good shot of winning.
and another X factor is that we don't have to deal with Kevin Durant, and we don't have to deal with James Harden, and we don't have to deal with Kyrie Irving. So obviously still play defense, but like it'll be a little easier.
And
And
Trae Young, but let's be for real, he's not Kyrie Irving.
he just
And
jocks up a bunch of threes.
Kevin Durant.
He just basically jocks up a bunch of threes from the logo and expects to make them.
Yeah, and Drew Holiday should easily be able to handle him.
Yeah, that's I
No Damian Lillard, he can definitely handle Trae Young.
yeah. My X factor would be Brooke Lopez as well because of what I said earlier about getting Capella out of the paint and just his ability to space the floor. Also his defense, rim protection. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's an easy series and we can just get some rest before the finals. But you know, who knows?
I'm not going to take the Hawks lightly. I mean, they took down Philadelphia. They're obviously somewhat legit. I mean, Philadelphia, I didn't get as frauds. I think they were definitely overrated, but they still were a good team, though.
Yeah, they were able to stop Embiid and Simmons, but well, stopping Simmons isn't hard. If you can't shoot the ball.
Yeah, they need Kyle Lowry, but I'm not going to get into that because that can be saved for a different time.
Yeah. But yeah. Um,
X factor for the Hawks would be yours.
for the Hawks.
Yeah, like I guess who's the guy you think that's gonna need to do good or do better than what he's done? I guess.
Well, I haven't. I mean, Kevin Herter,
Yeah, that's kind of who I was thinking too. Maybe Bogan.
because
I suppose.
Kevin
I
Herter
suppose.
was.
Well, I'll let you go first.
Yeah. Kevin Herter was the reason they're here now. He had 27 points today. And if he doesn't have a good game, we're talking about the 76ers right now.
Yeah.
So I think Kevin Herter, with his ability to shoot and spread the floor, I don't know. I don't think he's really that great of a defender. So I'd basically attack him on offense. But like his ability to space the floor is going to be crucial for this series. Now I said the same thing about Joe Harris, but he didn't do a damn thing in that second round.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, both your X factors from that one did horrible. Joe Harris was complete garbage, and Brent Forbes practically did nothing. I remember that tweet. Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Herter though I think is going to be more involved in the offense. I think Trae Young's just going to run around the court and find someone to lob the ball to, like Capella or something.
That's where Brooks going to need to come in.
Yeah.
Which I believe he can do a good job. He's one of the best rim protectors in the NBA, and I don't see why he couldn't continue that.
Honestly, the Hawks' offense is so easy to predict. It's basically give the ball to Trae Young, let him run around, and then lob it to someone, or just find the open guy.
Kind of like, well, actually, never mind. Yeah. I guess my X factor, well, Herter was one. I guess Trae Young is going to need to show up every game, so I don't see how the Hawks can win if he's not doing good.
Yeah, even
Unless
like
goes off for like 40 points every game.
even like today's game against the 76ers, 1 of 14 from the field, and it was tied at freaking halftime. It was tied at halftime, and he was shooting 1 of 14 from the field, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, he didn't have that great of a game, and he's going to have a heck of a challenge with Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and then Bogdan.
Trae Young.
Then Bogdan and Middleton. I think Middleton will be able to handle him.
Yeah, he was very good in that Brooklyn series. He had 5 steals in Game 6 and 7. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I would say. But what's your prediction? Bucks and what?
I'm hoping Bucks in 5. I mean, Bucks in 4 would be great, but I'll give the Hawks definitely at least one game. I can see it maybe going to 6 though, but I hope it's in 5 at the very least.
Yeah, I think in 6 honestly. But if it was to go to 7, the 7th game is on my birthday. But I don't want to have a heart attack on my birthday.
Yeah, especially if they were to lose.
Yeah,
I would be pissed.
because this Hawks team. I mean, I guess another factor would be Danilo Gallinari off the bench with his ability to space the floor. But
he doesn't play defense, though, does he?
No, he doesn't. But I mean his offensive game. I meant his 3-point shooting.
Yeah, this shooting's going to have to be good, too. But I was going to say, but I think he's a horrible defender.
Yeah, but
anything on that end.
But I think that might be it. Wednesday's game 1. I think Friday then is game 2.
Yeah, both in Milwaukee because thank you, Atlanta, for taking on Philly.
Yeah.
So we can get more.
So yeah, we have home court Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and then next Tuesday, next Thursday, next Saturday, or no, then July 3rd and then July 5th, if it all goes to plan. But yeah.
Oh, it's 4 or 5. Or 6 at most.
Yeah, and then we could take care of business against the winner of Phoenix and Los Angeles Clippers.
Yeah, I think for that one it'll be Phoenix, but we'll see.
Yeah, if Kawhi's out for the rest of the year, I think it's gonna be Phoenix going to their first finals since like the Charles Barkley, 1993 or 4, whatever that year was.
Yeah, I think it was 93, which they lost to the Jordan Bulls.
Yeah, but
because Jordan averaged like 40 points a game or something like that.
Oh God.
Freaking hammer! I just know that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
I say he took it personal, like Charles Barkley won MVP or something. And yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, but that's gonna do it. Make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and peace. We're out.